Now let us go back to the sort where we left it. In our result of the filter function, first let us see what sort is doing. So sort takes the range and then take sort column, like based on what column you want to sort, and then whether is ascending or descending. So true means ascending, true or false indicate whether to sort column in ascending or order, false is descending, so true is ascending. And after that you can then decide next, like first sort by this column, then by this column, then by this column. But let's since these are options, so let's ignore this. We are going to use these three parameters. We are going to give the range, which column we want to sort, and what is the ascending or descending order. So before we go there, I just wanted to highlight how we use functions inside functions so you get a clear idea. Or let me first implement it and then we will show. So sort, the first argument of the sort is a range, and we know that filter output that we have just seen is a range. So filter can become the output of this filter can become the input of this sort function. Then the second argument is column, so I'll say column number 2 and make it as true, which is ascending order. Now you see it is showing ascending order based on bookmarks, so 0, 1. Let's make it as false. So false means descending order. So in descending order we have not found at the top. Let's do one thing, remove all the non-numbers. So for that, in the filter function we have to write is number, this one, column n. So we copy this, and before the filter finishes we write is number, paste it, is number close, and filter close. If you look closely in the functions, if we put our cursor on this bracket, see this is highlighted, it means this bracket is closing this sort. If we put our cursor on this bracket, you see this is highlighting, this means this is the closing bracket of the filter. So we need to put the is number inside the closing bracket. Now all the bookmarks which were not numbers are gone. Now you see this is the, if you click on number 2, you see this is highlighting sort column. So it means this is the second argument of sort, which is 2, and this is the third argument, which is false, so descending order. Now we have the filtered result in descending order bookmark. Let us see one thing. The function was sort, and in fact, to make it more clear, let me open docs.new. By the way, just a tip for you. If you want to create a new sheet, you can simply write sheets.new. It will create a new sheet for you. So I have written docs.new, which is for new document. Now if we copy this function that we have over here, and let's see what is happening in this. Let me turn all black so that we can see. Okay. And this was our filter function. So we'll copy this. This is one function which is filter, which we know how to use it. In fact, let's also copy this one. Filter closes, and let's copy this one. Now this is a separate function called isNumber, which takes the input and returns if it is a number or not. In case of filter, we are using this function inside the conditional logic. Similarly, row is a function that takes an input and returns whether what is the row number, and we have taken that inside the filter condition and check if it is not equal to 1. Now in case of sort, this is argument 1, comma, argument 2, comma, argument 3. This is how sort works. We have seen that it takes 3 arguments. Let's make it bold. And this is complete filter that we have already implemented. Not 48, man, 18. Now this argument is, let's say we denote it by color is yellow and background So this is argument 1, this is argument 2, and this is argument 3, which is required for sort. Now what we have seen that this entire thing filter is returning a range. So we made that since argument 1 is a range, this entire thing is also returning a range. So we can simply copy this thing and replace argument 1 with this. And this is how we reach more complicated function. Now for example, we would have said that instead of second column, let's see what I'm doing right now. Over here we create a drop down, data validation, select the range, and the range is A1 to D1, and reject input, save. Now you see we have rating, bookmark, whatever headers we have over here. Now can I find what is the position of the selected one in this cell? This is how we use match. Look for F1, look in this array F1 to A1 to D1, which is this one, and the third parameter is 0. Now veg non-veg is third position, which is a third position. We can select name, it is fourth position, which is this. We can select rating, which is first position. Now let's take this and paste it over here and see what is happening. This is a function that we have, which is match, and it is returning something. Let's make it dark color. Now we know that the second argument, argument 2 of this sort function, this is becoming, the second argument has to be some number that denotes which column it should sort with. Now this is exactly giving the same thing. Rating is first column, veg non-veg is third column, name is fourth column. So if I copy this, whatever value we are getting from here, and replace that with argument 2, basically this will always give the column number of whatever we have selected over here. And let's say argument 3 will be false. So it is always going to be descending order. If we copy everything over here, you see we have the data. If I choose rating, it is sorted by rating. If I choose bookmark, it is sorted by bookmark. And I don't need this because we have already copied this entire thing inside the sort function. Now you see, by looking at the function, it seems like, wow, it's so complicated, so many different things. But actually we developed that complicated function from some basics thing. We created a basic filter, we created a basic match, we created a basic sort, and then replaced the first argument of sort with this, second argument of sort with this, and we have the final function, which is, it looks like very complicated, but the result it's giving is awesome. Like you can select from here, is it veg or non-veg? Let's add one more complication to it. Over here we select data validation, and instead of range we select list of item, and we say A to Z or Z to A. A to Z means ascending, Z to A means descending. Now we have two items over here. Now if this is A to Z, this sorting should be in ascending order, and ascending is when we say the third parameter is true, it is ascending, and if third parameter is false, it is descending. So we can write equal to if this is equal to A to Z, then the value should be true, else the value should be false. Now if this is Z to A to Z, it is true. If it is Z to A, it is false. Now we can copy this function and replace the third argument of the formula. So we replace this with the if statement. Now if we select, we can get rid of all of this, we don't need them. Now if I select bookmark, it is sorted by bookmark. If I select A to Z, it is sorted by ascending order. If I select Z to A, it is sorted by descending order. Can you realize how powerful dashboard you can make, where you can fetch any amount of data and then have multiple ways to sort it by which function, sorted by which columns. So that is the reason Google Spreadsheet becomes very powerful with the use of filter function and sort functions. And so exactly similar thing, it would be slightly difficult to do in Excel. You will have to use multiple tools, but in Google Sheet, we just have two places from where we select which column and in what order, and we have one function and everything is done. So again, go back to your data set, do all the things that we did. In fact, do something extra, try to experiment with filter and sort. If you have any question, ask the doubts. And in the next video, we will see what is sort n.